Hi, Assalamualaikum and have a great day everyone. We are from Group 10. We'll present case study of Zumaju for Chapter 9, Disciplinary System and Termination of Service. First, introduction. Whenever people's actions affect one another, ethical issues will arise. Business decisions are no exception. Managers must view employees as having a certain basic right, such as right for free consent, which is proper, have the right to be treated only as they knowingly and willingly consent to be treated. Then, procedures and SOPs is a crucial part in every company and management and must be followed.
Procedure for dismissing a worker. Basically, the requirement is that the worker must be treated fairly and justly. Where the employer has acted justly, the industrial court is unlikely to find fault.
For the first step, carefully record any complaint of alleged wrongdoing. Anyone, including a worker, a manager, or a customer, may come forward to complain about the conduct of the employee. The person who are making the complaint may have been witness to some act, or they may be the victim of some wrongdoing. The person in the organization who received the complaint must note down all the details, such as the name of the person complaining, the detail as to what is alleged to have happened, and the name of the official first hearing the complaint. Some allegations of misconduct are not made through formal channel, but are the substance of anonymous letter and message. If sufficient information is given to allow for proper investigation of the allegations, it may be possible to follow up and take suitable action. Next, investigate the complaint truly. If an offence is alleged to have been committed, thorough investigation should be carried out, during which documents should be collected, statements taken from witness, and a sketch plan prepared to show the venue of any act of misconduct where relevant. The employee who against allegation has been made can be asked to show cause why disciplinary action should not be taken against them for misconduct. If necessary, the employee could be suspended on half pay for the maximum period of 2 weeks. Whether or not an employer has the right to suspend an employee of their contract of employment. If the employee is within the scope of the Employment Act, the Sabah or the Sarawak Labour Ordinance, the employer has the right to suspend the employee on the half pay pending a domestic inquiry. The law requires that if later the employer decides not to take action against the employee for the lack of evidence or any other reasons, or if an inquiry is held and the employee is found to be innocent, the half of his pay within half must be paid back to him.
Besides that, if company wants to dismissing a worker, they need to make a charge, like a written charge, so that the worker know that what have is done is a law breaking and not acceptable according to the company guideline. It is because in the charge have stated specifically what have the worker done, time and the place. This charge need to give to the worker before the company wants to make an inquiry. Lastly, company should hold an domestic inquiry. This inquiry is a type of internal investigation process that conducted by the company itself. This gives the worker chance to defend themselves from the charge that they get from the company. All of this procedure must company follow up when to dismissing a worker, so that the worker get fair treatment to prove their innocence better than dismissing them without the right procedure.
For question 2, the possible consequence if the human resource management terminates Tony's service with the following proper procedures is Tony can sue the organization for unlawful termination without giving him a chance to explain. For example, we have a law about this, which is Employment Act 1995 (265) With this, Tony can claim his right when laid off by his employer.
What are the possible consequences if the human resources manager terminates Tony's service without following proper procedures? Is if human resources manager fails to follow proper procedures under section 63 of the Employment Act 1955, and if convicted human resources manager can be fined not exceeding 10,000 for each offence, such as retrenchment, voluntary retrenchment, temporary retrenchment, or reduction of employer salary. Human resources manager cannot abruptly resign his employer Tony immediately if the company runs into problems. Below Employment Act 1955 Act 2065, Tony can also claim his right when laid off by his employer. There are some basic protection that's given the employers who are abruptly terminated. Among others, the employer shall give a period of notice of pay adequate notice in lieu of pay in accordance with the contract of service, however not less than the specific in under section 12(2) on the employer.
Lastly, summary. First, procedures and SOPs were created to defend all parties' interests, which in this case include employees and employers. Employers need to follow the correct procedures in all actions since employees were covered by Employment Act. And lastly, failure to follow procedures can lead to court case and things arise. Thank you.